don't know about other people in the arts, but I think when you first get into an art form, it's possibly for the superficial reasons. And later you have to mean business and you realise if you're lucky it suits you. So I walked out of school when I was 16 because they wanted me to cut my hair, and I told my mum I'm coming home, I want to be an artist. She said, okay. Didn't care about my education at all. And then I started, the persona was very, sort of fitted me. I didn't really get on with people that easy. So ideally, I think all art and music and all the arts are slightly about changing consciousness of the artist and people, and finding you've got your everyday petty consciousness, which I'm full of, and maybe there's a little bit of us, or me as well, that can have access to something slightly higher in a way, and more benevolent and less petty. So it'd be nice to think one could bring that out in the art, you know. But I don't know, it's just an aspiration. I'm not saying I've achieved it or anything. To speak about it makes it sound corny, you know. I guess it's about vulnerability and how hard it is to be human. So it could be slightly symbolic, you know, and you know, I mean, some people won't identify with a little boat, but I guess I feel that life is a bit like that. We hang on a thread, don't we? And you might not survive. There's always a decorative element to art, and I don't think just being decorative is enough, but I think things should have a beauty, which is hard to discuss beauty, isn't it? But there is a sort of eye-hedonism in a sense, or where something can just look beautiful. People make this big disparity between the nudes and the landscapes, but I sort of feel it's coming from the same place in some way, because it's coming from the mind's eye, and I don't make a huge... That's why I quite like the nudes to be hung next to the landscape, not make it like a separate thing. That's just Janetta. I think she was modelling. I always come up with these little ideas, little drawings for little ideas, and then she was just taking her top off, and I said stop there. So it was really her idea, that one. It's one of those accidental things, really. But I could take you upstairs later and I'll show you the actual... I've got it all set up, so I can't really explain it, unless it's a bit theatrical, I suppose, isn't it? Just a sensual thing, you know, and she's a mysterious little face she's got there, so... People talk about drawing in pastel, but I never sort of understood that. I don't see why it can't just be like painting, really. It's like coloured dust. So I don't, and I frame it up instead of little mounts, just like because really it's just pigment, so I don't really see... It is different to use pastel than oil, but I just approach it in the same way, really. So a lot of people can't always tell the difference, so I just work over the top of it and fix it and work over, and it's just like as if it was oil paint, really. Most people see the other way around. They do little pastels at big oils, don't they? But I'm contrary, you see. I'm a contrary old bugger. Well, you have to paint after midnight, really. Everyone should do this. You shouldn't be allowed to paint before midnight. It's just more things are possible. So this is a rather whimsical, could be a rather silly idea. It may not work out, but you have to do it after midnight, because in day it just seems like not going to be a good plan. So I think one's more daring after midnight, hopefully. More things seem likely, and there's less distraction, you know. No one can't hear the builders or anything, you know. Just me in the world, and I can imagine my little house all on its own, rather than in part of a city. I think I was made to paint pictures and smoke a lot. No, it's really just a collection of pictures, and I put a title on it, and I think the themes are always similar, actually. Yeah, it's about envisaging a journey, I think. And he hasn't decided whether he's going to go on it, so I actually go down there and stand there. And this railway line, well, all railway lines, if you just get on that, you can get to Bristol Temple Meads, change, go to London, take the Eurostar in Paris, and you could be in Turkey, and anywhere, down to Africa, just from that station. I mean, it's kind of beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, I do miss the pictures, because you have to let them all go. I don't believe in holding stuff back. I think you have to let everything go, and you know, you're asking to have a job where you do what you want to do and get paid for it, hopefully. So you can't be holding back your best work or something. You've got to put it all out there.